Hey guys. So with everything happening in the DRC right now, I thought to react to this interview that President Paul Kagame had with Larry Madowo of CNN. And I think it's important for us to sort of break down this conversation because Paul Kagame is very instrumental to the situation in the DRC at the moment. And of course, if we are to find a lasting solution to the crisis, a permanent ceasefire, just whatever it is that would make sure that no more person dies in the DRC, then we must pay attention to what President Paul Kagame of Rwanda is saying. Not only because is he the president of a neighboring country, but because he's been accused of sponsoring M23 rebels and also giving a path to the smuggled minerals from DRC to be exported to the rest of the world. So that being said, let's just get right into it. This conversation, doesn't quite start from the top. So let's just go right into it.
This war, this fighting that has been going on from its inception was caused by DRC, not by Rwanda. These same people who are fighting, right, for their rights, didn't come from here.
So obviously he's talking about the M23 rebels. He's saying that the rebels who are fighting for their rights are not from Rwanda. Right? They're not from Rwanda. So obviously, he's trying to put a distance between them and his country and also, sort of push back on any allegations. Again, he's repeatedly said that he does not fund the M23 rebels. And now, Larry Madowo.
So let me ask this directly, Mr. President. Today, on the 3rd of February, does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in Eastern DRC?
I don't know.
Yo, that is crazy. That is crazy. Does Rwanda have any troops in DRC? And the commander-in-chief of the armed forces of Rwanda says he does not know. That's crazy. So why exactly would Paul Kagame say that? Is he trying to avoid accountability, or is he actually in the dark about what his forces are doing? Either way, it is not a good look for Paul Kagame. Either way, it does not make any lick of sense. But hey, it's Africa. Crazier things have happened, right?
You're the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, there are many things I
Commander-in-chief.
don't know. But if you want to ask me, is there a problem in Congo that concerns Rwanda, and that Rwanda would do anything to protect itself? I'd say 100%.
So that raises a very, interesting question. How far is Rwanda willing to go to protect itself? Will Rwanda arm a rebel group in a neighboring country to protect itself if it has to? Will Rwanda arm a rebel group in a neighboring country to sort of act as a buffer zone between its country and whatever conflict is happening in the neighboring countries? Like, there's so many questions that come up from that statement. Obviously, every country on earth will do whatever it can in the interest of national security. But in this very case, considering that President Paul Kagame has been accused repeatedly of funding the rebels, of allowing them smuggle minerals through his country to the West, the question is, what exactly is the limit for President Paul Kagame when it comes to protecting the national interests of Rwanda? And I thought that would have been a great follow-up question here for, Larry Madowo, but he had other plans.
Does this risk a war in the region?
I don't know. I don't think anybody is interested in war. I even don't think Tshisekedi is interested in war himself. But he has been encouraged in that direction by people showing up to fight for him his wars.
So when he says people showing up to fight for him, obviously he's referring to the South African mission in the DRC, Summit DRC. Now, if you're wondering what exactly is the Summit DRC, I have another video up where I talked about Summit DRC and how they got to become involved in the conflict in the DRC right now. So you might want to go check that out so you get a better context of why President Paul Kagame would accuse, other people of coming to fight for President Tshisekedi of DRC.
That Rwanda exports coltan, for instance, which does not exist here, is smuggled from DRC.
No, please, I invite you. We'll show you where we mine coltan. But
Does Rwanda export any other minerals that are smuggled from Eastern DRC?
I don't know about that, because that in any case can't be the problem.
Yo, President Paul Kagame is the Jon Snow of Africa because he doesn't know. He doesn't know anything. Like, are people smuggling coltan through your country? I don't know. Are people operating illegal mines in your country? I don't know. Are your troops in another country? I don't know. What exactly does President Paul Kagame know about what is happening in his country? Again, I think that, not telling ourselves the truth as Africans doesn't get us anywhere. It doesn't. And so far, this interview has been really painful for me because this is an opportunity to set the record straight. But it would appear that everyone is trying to protect the interest of their allies and their cronies. And I still don't get it. I don't know if people don't get the message already. The West will not save Africa. Africa will have to save itself. Otherwise, we will be here wasting our lives and wasting our future away on endless wars that only profits the West, because all they want to do anyway is come here, divide us, get all the resources they can from under the ground, move over to their country, make themselves richer, make their economies better, and then block the rest of us from coming there. Look, it's a mess. And honestly, this conversation so far, it's breaking my heart.
People who are benefiting from minerals of Congo more than anybody else are South Africa, and these are the Europeans who are making noise about it.
Obviously, there are accusations that President Cyril Ramaphosa has mining interests in the DRC as well, right? I don't know how much of that is true, but this has been alleged several times, and so you can see President Paul Kagame referring to those allegations against President Cyril Ramaphosa, that they are sort of or they have vested interest in the mining situation in the DRC, and so they would take sides, right? It's clear in his statements or in his rebuttal to the tweet by President Cyril Ramaphosa after some South African soldiers, I think about 13 of them, died while fighting rebel forces in the DRC. That there is no love lost between President Cyril Ramaphosa and President Paul Kagame. Hopefully, all of this is just temporary and doesn't escalate into a bigger diplomatic standoff between both countries, and because it wouldn't do anybody any good. Rwanda is a very strategic partner for Africa's growth, and South Africa, of course, being the most industrialized nation on the continent, is very important for Africa's growth and development as well. So it would be a shame to have these two regional giants fallouts in the public, over another country in their region. Still, it would not just make any sense.
The comparison has been made that you are the Vladimir Putin of Africa, that he attacked eastern Ukraine, claiming to protect the ethnic minority while having an eye on the minerals there.
I may be called anything. What can I do about it?
Yo, that's cold. Are you the Vladimir Putin of Africa? He says, I can be called anything. What are they going to do about it? That is cold. Again, you have to, by now you already know, Paul Kagame is often referred to as a benevolent dictator, right? And so it is in many ways a bold, what you're gonna do about it. Like, I don't care at this point. Who's gonna stop me, right? Like, who's gonna stop me? So yeah, I find it interesting that Paul Kagame is taking this stance. Really, it's crazy.
What can I do about it? But I am what I am. I have to be who we are. That's it. And we have to do what we have to do. I have explained enough of that. So, but we have to make sure we survive any storm that blows across our country.
Yo, that's really tough, right? He's saying, look, I'm pro Rwanda. It's for my people, you know. And I get it. Being a president sometimes means making tough decisions, but I just don't think that this interview gave us any path towards peace. I don't think it gave us any new information. I don't think, you know, there's anything that we could possibly have gotten out of Paul Kagame, you know, at this time. But again, it's great that now everybody can see that, you know, Africa really isn't ready to find a lasting solution to the conflicts in the DRC. And I hope not for long, though. I hope not for long. If you've liked this video, I have a couple more on my channel here where I talk about events happening on the continent. So please make sure to check it out. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video.